Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. I'm so excited. Hilary from Old World Home is doing her $5 Goodwill Challenge Summer Edition. And I love these challenges. I have so much fun with these challenges. She does one for every season, and it's summer and it's nice and it's warm and one of my favorite times of the year. So I couldn't wait to do this challenge. If you're new to my channel, my name's Kelly. Nice to meet you. My channel's Kelly's Kreations, and I do DIYs and thrift store makeovers and sometimes some thrift store hauls. I had started a See It Saturday where I show you everything that I have gotten through the week thrift shopping, but I've been shut out the last few Saturdays, so I haven't been able to put one of those videos up. But this week was a great week. I actually found some super cute items, and two of those items I'm going to use for this challenge. So the rules of the challenge is you can shop your local thrift stores. You can go to Goodwill, Salvation Army, any thrift store near you. And because it's summertime, you can also take advantage of garage sales, yard sales, all those fun sales that happen in the summer. So you just have to purchase and stay under $5. Now you can use more than one item as long as you're under that $5. And because it's the summer edition, you need to show how you incorporate it into your summer decor. The thrift gods were smiling down on me when I went this week because I couldn't have found a more perfect item for this challenge. So let me show you my first item. My first item is this. And it's a wooden, I want to say it's like a planter. And oh my gosh, look at the back. It mimics like a fence. I mean, you don't get any better than this for summer country, and I love it. And let me show you, see if it will focus. The price tag, I don't think it will focus. It was $3.89, but red tag, 50% off this week. Like I said, I just got lucky. I got lucky. So that makes us under $2. And I found this, which I fell in love with. How cute is that? Look at that. Oh, at first I was going to paint it, but then I'm like, no, it just needs to be cleaned up. It's just dirty. There wasn't a lid, unfortunately. That would have made it even better. But the price tag on this one was $1.89. So with both pieces, I am under the $5. I met the challenge. So I am going to clean this little guy up. See how he cleans up once he's all nice and pretty and washed. And I am going to change this guy. And I'll show you how I do it. And I'll show you how I incorporate this into my summer decor. And again, I just want to thank you, Hilary. Thank you for doing these challenges. They're so much fun. We all enjoy them so much. I will link Hilary's channel below, and I will link the playlist for the 2019 Summer Goodwill Challenge. So with that all being said, let's get started because I can't wait to show you what I do with these. So first off, I had to remove this nasty garland. So I just used some scissors and I cut all of that garland off. Now this part was quite a chore. I don't know what they used. They must have used E6000 to put this floral foam that they had in there. So that took a little bit of work to try to get all that foam and moss out of there. But I did it. I got it all out and cleaned up. Now for the vine. I wanted to reuse this vine, so I was being careful trying to get it off because I knew I wanted to put the vine back on the piece after it was painted. So now the fun part. I just used white chalk paint, and I just painted the flower holder I went blank, sorry. And I didn't want full coverage, so I knew I was only going to use one coat and I was just going to go over it. I wanted some of the wood to show without having to go back and sand the whole piece and distress it. So I'm just using a regular paintbrush and I'm just coating it, not getting full coverage. Wherever the paint lands, I was happy with. And that way I didn't have to go back and sand the piece and try to distress it. So Dollar Tree sells these little planters, 3 for $1. They were the perfect size for this project because they're so small. Again, I'm using chalk paint, folk art. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you what kind I was using. And I'm just putting one coat on the planters, leaving some of it showing through because I didn't want it to be full coverage. I wanted this piece to look old and that it's been around forever, so I did not want like perfect white little planters in it. And this is super affordable. I love these little planters from Dollar Tree. So now just using floral foam. I'm cutting 3 pieces to fit inside the planter, and I'm using just an X-Acto knife. The foam is so easy to cut, so I'm also cutting off little chunks to put inside those little Dollar Tree pots that I have painted because I will be adding flowers to it. So with your knife, just cut the foam to fit your piece. It breaks off real easy, and with the little excess I put in the planters. Now I had printed off Country Living on my Cameo, and I was going to do a stencil and I could not get the adhesive to come off of it. So I thought, well, I wonder if I flipped it upside down and using black paint, if I just painted inside of the stencil and then put it on my piece, if it would transfer onto the wood, so at least I could freehand the rest of it. It worked out perfect. I'm new to using my Cameo and I just am still learning, so it printed off good, but I couldn't get the adhesive front on. So this actually worked good. I just painted inside of the words and I put it on my piece. Then with a little bit more chalk paint, I painted over it because I didn't want it standing out. Like I said, I wanted this to look like it's been around forever. So I put a little bit of chalk paint over the words and I took some fine grit sandpaper and just gently sanded over that front of it so that it would look old and dated and rustic. And that was the look that I was trying to achieve. Sooner or later I'll figure out that Cameo. Right now it's giving me a run for my money, that's for sure. Now I want to add the vine back on. I had set it aside and saved it, and I was just trying to put it in between the wooden fence pieces and achieve that look of a vine growing on, the fence. I thought this would be easier than it was. Unfortunately, when I was trying to put it back on, some of it broke, but I was able to get it put back into a somewhat similar shape that it was before, and I just used my scissors and broke off the excess vine that was hanging off of the side. Now I'm going to take that foam that I had cut, add a little hot glue on the bottom just so it doesn't move inside the flower box, and put that foam inside the planter box. And then I'm not going to hot glue these. There was no reason to. There's a little lip, so they sat in there perfectly. Dollar Tree has these amazing, humongous clipped flowers. So I clipped one to the side, and now I'm just putting flowers inside of my little planters. And then I am also going to clip a couple more flowers onto the fence. I had these beautiful pink and yellow ones. I wish I would have bought 3, but I only bought 2. But then I have a beautiful pink flower that I put in the middle. And using some floral moss, I'm going to fill the planters. That way you don't see the foam. So I'm just cutting off chunks of the floral moss. You can buy it at Dollar Tree, and covering up the foam so that you can't see the foam. I also had a bag of rocks, and I'm going to put rocks in between the planters so that you can't see the foam that I had put inside the planter. And the rocks also help keep the planters in place since I did not glue them down. So here you just add as much of the moss and rocks as you wish to achieve the desired look that you would like. I forgot to show you what the clip looks like on these flowers. It's great. I saw these at Dollar Tree and I fell in love with these flowers, and they're so easy to use because they can just clip onto any piece that you're doing and easily changed. So if I want to use this piece for a different time of year or a different holiday, this will be easily changed out for that purpose. So I decided to put it in my kitchen window. I think this adds so much color and warmth to my kitchen, and I absolutely love this piece. I love it in a window. I love that if I want to change it for a different season or a holiday, it's easily changed. I hope you fell in love with this piece also. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you. Thank you again, Hilary, for doing these challenges. We absolutely love doing these with you. They're so much fun. And I want to take this time to thank Hilary and to thank you for coming to watch my video. I will see you again soon. I hope everybody has a wonderful and blessed day.